at a small village school. The sun is out, the dust is settling, and 30 children are scattered across the yard, playing and laughing between classes. To these kids, this fenced-in dirt lot feels completely secure. It's a predictable environment where the biggest daily concern is who gets to use the good soccer ball. But there is a constant fixture in this routine that doesn't belong to the school district. Her name is Kalii, a local black street dog who plants herself right at the front gate every single morning. Nobody assigned her the role, but she functions as a full-time sentinel. She spends her hours tracking the kids' movements across the yard, treating this chaotic group of humans as if they were her own pack. While the students are yelling and totally absorbed in their games, Kalii sits in silence, her eyes constantly scanning the perimeter of the yard. The safety of this entire playground relies on a layer of security that the school didn't hire and the children don't notice. A street dog watching a perimeter no one else is guarding. Right at the edge of the property line, where the tall brush meets the dirt, a lethal variable enters the equation. A large, highly venomous black snake slides out from the shadows. The snake is on a direct collision course, moving silently toward the center, closing the gap on the 30 children. Before humans catch the movement, Kalii spots the dark shape and locks onto the target. She abandons her post at the gate and sprints across the courtyard, kicking up a trail of dust, barking frantically to signal the incoming danger. Humans and dogs don't share a vocabulary. To the kids and the teachers nearby, Kalii is simply making a racket. They hear the noise, ignore it, and keep right on playing. When a warning isn't understood, the burden of preventing a disaster shifts entirely onto the shoulders of the only individual who sees it coming. The snake begins to coil, preparing to strike. Despite Kalii's barking, not one student looks up from their game. Kalii stops barking and lunges forward, placing her own body into the narrow patch of dirt between the predator and the nearest child. The peaceful afternoon shatters. The snake rears back, hisses loudly, and launches its first venomous strike directly at the dog. Kalii goes on the offensive. She dodges the incoming fangs, snapping and biting back in a blur of motion, keeping the snake's aggression focused entirely on her. The children scream and scatter as teachers bolt toward the commotion, their eyes finally tracking from the barking dog to the thrashing snake in the grass. Because no words could bridge the gap, physical intervention became the only effective way to convey the danger. The struggle ends as quickly as it began. The snake lies dead in the dirt, and a heavy, stunned silence falls over the schoolyard. The teachers immediately take a head count. Despite being mere inches from a lethal bite, every single one of the 30 children remains unharmed. Kalii remains near the center of the yard, panting heavily from the exertion. She stands firmly over the dead snake, still watching the perimeter. The panic dissolves. Crying children and shocked teachers walk back into the yard, replacing their previous distance with physical displays of gratitude. The teachers look from the unharmed children to the dog, seeing a stray they had ignored for months as the only reason the day didn't end in a catastrophe. Kalii had no formal education and no human words. She proved that true courage is an action driven by the heart, not by the ability to explain it.